What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So yeah, we got the C230 up in the air, and today we're gonna be replacing the rear shocks with some Bilstein OEM replacement. And you can see mine have leaked, at least this one. The other one is still good, but we're gonna change both of them. I never recommend anybody just replacing one side because the other one is not far behind, plus the performance of the old one is never going to match the brand new one you're putting in, even if you replace it with the OEM stuff from the factory. So with that being said, let's get into it and show you what you need for the job and how to do it. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is remove this cover that's under here, this plastic piece. So there's two 10mm bolts that go to this lower control arm on each side. There's one here and one on the other side, and once you take those off, you just pop these like that, and then the whole thing should drop. So let me go ahead and do that. So now that we have the cover off, here's the two little 10mm screws that hold it. You have access to the nut and bolt that holds the lower part of the shock to the lower control arm. So it's a 16mm bolt with a 16mm nut on it. You can just go ahead and hit it with the impact. Mine got a little rust, so I'm probably gonna spray some penetrant on there and go ahead and pull that out real quick. So I got the lower bolt out, and now to get the top nut is actually gotta pop this cover off. There's another clip, where is it, right here. So this clip comes off, and then the nut is right there. So let me get this clip off and make some room, and we'll get that shock out of here. Here's the clip that I just pulled out, and now I'm gonna disconnect the cargo light. That's just this one clip right here. Pull that out, and we have now sufficient space to actually come in here and do the job. So I'm pretty sure that is also a 16mm nut, but let me go ahead and confirm. Actually, I got my wrench here. No, looks like that's probably a 17. So yeah, that's a 17mm. So, and I'm probably gonna use some crescent wrench to hold the top from spinning, and then use this ratchet wrench key to get the nut off. And this is what I meant by crescent wrench, adjustable wrench. Some people call it different names, so I just wanted to show you what I was talking about. So this is holding the actual strut shaft. There's like a flat spot on there, so I'll put the crescent wrench on here, and then using the wrench key to get it loose. The nut is off. There's just this washer, and underneath is a rubber bushing, which you can leave into place until it's time to put the new one in. So yeah, now the shock is all free. We can go ahead and just pull it from the bottom. See how I'm gonna get this on camera though. I'm gonna put this on a stand. So now that the strut is free from the top and bottom, I'm just gonna turn the bottom if I can. Well, it looks like I can't. So what I'm gonna do then is just pull the top and compress it. I'm gonna try to pull the whole thing out. And there you go. So here we are. and just pulled the whole assembly. And this one is still actually working, even though it started to leak. So yeah, and now let's get the new one in. So here what comes in with the new shock. So you got the new bolt with the nut. There's two washers. You have the big washer that goes on top. You have the nut with the locking nut with the Teflon on there, and you have the two bushings. So this is the one that goes on top of here. So that goes right in here. Have like a little sleeve. This is a different nut for different application, I'm guessing, but so that's not getting used. So I'm trying to do this with one hand, but basically this bushing with the little protective piece goes here over the sleeve, just like that. And then we can go ahead and install the shock into place, and then we're gonna go back into the car, and then you're gonna drop this washer, and we're gonna tighten down the locking nut with a Teflon. Oh, and of course we're gonna be putting this other bushing on the top through the strut mount. So let's get this guy in there, and then we'll continue. And when putting the new shock back into place, you just get the top part in first, and then you're gonna have to compress the bottom, push up, you can get it over all the components, and then let it come back down into the lower control arm and set it in place, just like that. So here we're back on top. We got the shock into place. Here's the new bushing. Just drop that guy right in here. You can just turn and make sure it's on that little metal sleeve. And we're dropping the new washer. And we got the new Teflon lock nut. And we're basically doing the same thing what we just did to remove it. Again, I'm getting the crescent wrench on here, and we're getting the wrench key. We got the top, everything is tightened down, and I'll go to the bottom. I actually decided to reuse the factory bolt because it looked a little more beefier than the bolt and nut that came with the Bilstein shock. And plus this one has like a really fine thread, and the factory bolt had like a lot bigger thread on it, and just the bolt looks better quality built, so I'm reusing that one. So tighten this and then popping the cover back on, and that's all you need to do basically to finish the job. So I'm not gonna continue the video any further. You get the point. I hope this was helpful, and if it is, give me a like, drop a comment down below, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload another video. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel, and stay safe, be blessed, and see you soon.